This player's development trait is hidden. Put him in your lineup. This is the development trait. Superstar and Superstar X Factor players will progress fast. This is the abilities tab. This player has a zone ability. This is a power.
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the
today. From First Energy.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And for the first time, here comes the Cleveland Browns offense. Quarterbacked by Baker Mayfield, fourth-year man from Oklahoma.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go to work here for the first time, leading them out, the 11th overall pick of the 2021 draft. Justin Fields out of Ohio State.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC off.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Khalil Mack drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Bears take over. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. The Bears in good field position to start out, 1st and 10 at the 45. It across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 18 carries, 72 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, but it's going to be second down. A give. This is Montgomery. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Fields. Can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the culprit. Causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, it's up at how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, Mayfield. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And unfortunately, in 2020, Odell Beckham tore his ACL in Week 7. The Browns still made the playoffs. But, boy, if they had him around, they're thinking about a much deeper run. A good grab there.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 22 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Mayfield completes it to Higgins. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. A give. This is Chubb. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Chubb again. And he is going to lose yardage here.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. The kick by Parkey is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd and 10. Fields again. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. 1st down. Here's the run with Montgomery. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. Fields steps away. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. But I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Fields. A very quick pass to Ridley.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. These two teams all tied after one. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Over the middle, complete. That's Graham.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st down, Montgomery. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
2nd and 6. Back to throw, Fields.
And it's caught.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Montgomery.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Conventional wisdom tells runners to work north and south and get upfield, but he was hoping he could win the race to the pylon. Excellent job of pursuit there by the defense, and they wound up knocking him backwards.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Once more, Montgomery.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead.
So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 36, Mayfield staying on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Cohen, dancing away at the 35. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Now Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. A great move by Montgomery. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson.
And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Fields to the veteran Robinson for the Chicago first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Handoff comes to Montgomery. Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. This one swung out to Williams. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a second score.
2nd down and goal. Fields. Touchdown, Bears!
Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bears will add on to their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. With them losing here in the 2nd quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Chubb will get the call running left. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and 12. Mayfield to throw it.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, it's difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And again, it's Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. But it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again. Now Mayfield lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on 3rd down. Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. 1st down, Mayfield. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now back to throw. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. It's got Hooper on the short connection. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Final play of the half, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And it's the Ravens who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Josh Reynolds, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. The newest Falcon, Mike Davis, a touchdown run. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And Graham's got it over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now it's Fields. A full left side taken in by Kmet. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first. Now a first down throw, Fields. And he checks this one down to Williams. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Graham. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
On first down, it's Fields.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. Not much there, only a yard.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Fields.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Myles Garrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
What a banner year in 2020 for Myles Garrett. Gets his Cleveland Browns to the playoffs for the first time in a long time and had 12 sacks to lead his team. He's averaged more than 10 sacks a year in his 4-year career and was named All-Pro for the first time after the 2020 campaign.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. From the 50, here's Fields.
Robinson's got it. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
I think that we all figured when he called it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Montgomery dances by at the 20. 60 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Fields now to throw. The connection made. It's Graham. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this Browns defense stands tall. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right, except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Play fake. Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
hold on to that one. It's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. It's caught by Bryant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice gain there for a first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. So it was the passing game that got him down here. The closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Parkey with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. That time a 9-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
Big Andrew Billings there on the stop. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Back to throw, Fields. And he whips that one incomplete there. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Now Chubb. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Mayfield looks to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. First down, Cleveland. Mayfield to Beckham. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield. Again, he's got that man Landry. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. Great move by Montgomery. 71 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, now it's Strett. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
But we were out in practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery, and he's got the hook up to Landry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield, it's caught. Beckham. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Too long, a coverage sack, down he goes. Bilal Nichols able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Well, they were successful in one sense. They completed the pass, but still leads them to a tough 4th down situation, doesn't it?
It does, and the deficit more than 3 here in a one-score game. So the field goal, not their ideal situation. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 78 yards on the ground for him so far.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And Graham's got it, complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. From the 39, Fields escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. Fields got his man complete over the middle. That's Graham. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Bears on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Fields. He finds his man complete. It's Graham. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Now Fields.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Mayfield off the play fake. And that almost their
first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Onto the field now come the Bears. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. On first down, it's Montgomery. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll take this one down to the 36. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. On the ground, it's Montgomery. A first down and then some for Montgomery. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they take a knee. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. In the National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Chicago, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.